Hey guys, this is Captain Phoenix back in the action. As you can see on the title, this is my latest project module. So, university project. This is the second year now, and it's my first project. I was debating. That's the word. I was debating on doing this one because I didn't think there'd be a lot to put on, but I decided to show the final piece when I did because I've shown family members and everything. I'm showing it on my social media what I've done. So to sum it up, what I had to do was I had to pick a story from a book called Politically Correct Bedtime Stories, then develop a core set through design developments, inspiration, different versions of core sets, just develop ideas from it and using all my designs. Now the story I chose, Red Riding Hood, and the development and the construction base, I should say, the construction is a riding corset, which is pretty much a underbust corset, which was used for males and females. Now, the reason I chose this, believe it or not, for this inspiration, because we had to create more like our version of what, because everyone come up with their own versions of it. The way I did it was to actually develop a gender neutral character based on the Red Riding Hood story, how Red Riding Hood presents and acts towards other characters. I hated the story when it was politically correct versioned. I mean, I have some complaints of the original story, but that's all of it. That's because I'm not a kid anymore. But not the point. But the point is, gender neutrality is a very important thing in costume. Like some pieces are more based on female structure. Some pieces arguably more male pieces can be for more female pieces, female body figures, I mean, arguably, depending on the design. But to me, what I wanted to present the gender neutrality structure on this character and on this corset. Though the colours are more nature-based because I've used natural dyes and I've used calico, believe it or not. And that's something I'm going to use when I do freelancing for the outer layer. Because calico, believe it or not, super common. We use it all the time for twirls, aka practice pieces to see the construction, and it's a good material. It is really good. It's literally cotton that's not been treated the way cotton does, because most cottons are chemical done with the artificial with the whole seeding and everything. So they can't properly. So I don't think they can properly reuse the soil. And I'm wanting to use more. My methods are going to be more eco-friendly when I do my freelancing. Upcycling, eco-fabrics. I'm going to look at more eco-friendlier dyes so I can make tons of batches at a time, whilst not creating a lot of waste. Like some of my waste I've turned into a pin cushion straight away for pins, just because there was a bit left. And the rest of it I turned into stuff. The rest of the scraps I turned into stuffing for the pin cushion. Now, as you can see on this first bit, these are all the details that I put in. Now, believe it or not, the stems are I used 3 different medias for this. I used oil pastels for the stems, for the red and for the circles, the seeds, and the red stems, and the leaves are watercolor paints, and the rest of the floral details are all free stitch embroidery on my machine, on the machine I have at home. Now, believe it or not, the last day I actually only need to do a little bit. So I literally told them, I didn't say my teacher, but I told other students to just tell my teacher, if I don't say just tell Leon's only doing this one little thing, then he's going back home because all of it he can get, because he's doing the rest at home. And I've spent 4 days making this because I didn't want to burn myself out too much and rush anything. So I did it step by step, day by day. And I've done the journal on it to show my teachers exactly what I've done. So hopefully I get extra marks for that. So next is what I want to do. So day 1 I did the medias. Then on this I put the panels together. Day 2 I actually had to change it because it turns out it was too small, because I did do a bust fastening, so I cut the back in half and put eyelid fastenings. Luckily I had eyelets, and that was on day 3 actually, where I put the eyelets in. The eyelets in the lacing bars. I got the bones, got the laces, and then I just went back to where I'm staying and just finished it off. Then day then it was day 3. I put the bone channels in. I put the binary edges on. I call them edges for some. I did edges or edgings. It's the words I use. It's not really the correct word, but it's the word I use. And then day 4, as you can see, was the embroidery stitching, which was a nightmare. Ended up stabbing myself and right here with the machine because literally the thread cut and it literally just stabbed me right through. But luckily, it was just a quick one. Literally, it only literally just hit the very edge of the meat. It didn't go anywhere. And it wasn't literally nowhere near the bone. So so I'm just keeping an eye of it, just to be safe. I've took it's like the needle's gone and you can only just see the dot where it's done the little where it just punctured in. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it tomorrow. But I actually put this on myself, believe it or not, because I did have some extra lacing, so I did it. I did have a 2 meter lacing, just that, but I have got an extra lace because I have got a model who this is fitted on. I have got a model. Because that was one thing, we had to make well-fitted pieces. Now, the model might not be able to come in for when I do the photography line, so I've actually put on my work, because it's lacings, I can adjust it to my body size, so straight away, if she's not able to do it, which I don't think she will, I don't mind doing the photography line. I don't mind doing the collages. I don't mind being the model. Actually, I don't. Because at least then it shows the piece is gender neutral as well. I just have to I just have to get the outfit. So, as this showed, again, I was debating, but you know what? Because it's a project, it's a costume, and you know what? This is the most complex and detailed piece I have probably ever constructed in my life. I made really constructed pieces, but never with bone construction and the amount of panels that this is needed. So comment down below what you think of this. I'm really proud of it. I'm hoping overall I got a good grade. I'm hoping to get for my percentage. I'm hoping to get higher than 58 because that's my highest one I've ever gotten. And that was on my very first project as well. My creative directions, as I showed you, I think with the drapes, I only got 56 again. Good, but I wanted to get higher than that. But I definitely wanted to get higher than 58. So it's debatable what I'll get for this one. I really don't know. So, again, comment down below what you all think of it. And until then, this is Captain Phoenix, over and out.